Yep.
There we go. Oh well, I'll just wait for you to tell me what I'm doing.
Are we joining your game, Dylan, or
I would.
server?
If you're going to say anything about the server, I'd put it in Discord.
I'm going to just test it now. Right, it's loaded in. Right.
I will turn the screen off and I'll put the details in.
I think it auto hides it on the server manager bit here.
I think it's the default port. It's just the usual server name, but I'll dump it in here. If it doesn't let you join, you might have to add it to the server manager. You'll be able to administrate it.
Just turn my screen capture off.
You got password, is it the usual password?
Yeah.
Usual one, yeah. Doing something.
Yeah, I can see you joining. Yeah, so it started me with a handful of like tier whatever stuff. Basic belts.
Pull, line, a bit of pull. Just don't remember any of the bloody commands.
Yeah, I can't remember them at all. Played it fairly recently. So Q to bring up the build menu. There's a couple of new things.
Oh, what?
What is?
Why does it spawn me right by an enemy?
Yeah, it's not doing it. What's the tool? Oh, F, no, F, no.
Trying to figure it out. I only have one equipped at a time at the minute. You need to put it in your hands. Press tab for inventory. Drag it into your hand.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, joining the server just wrecked Restream. Just broke my chat and everything.
Got 2 enemies fighting, you know?
Something else.
What's your performance like, Dylan? Mine's a bit shy.
Performance.
It was iffy to start with.
Got the frame rate locked to 90, but it's rock solid.
Is that okay? Just getting jumping everywhere.
I got it in, well, I'm using DirectX 12, 4K, everything on Ultra. VSync off.
It's for
Max FPS 90.
yeah, DX12, everything's ultra.
Yeah, what we were finding with this was it would crash and then your body and all of its contents would just land wherever you died and you'd have to go and retrieve it all. It's just a nightmare.
Oh, well, yeah, that wasn't the main issue. The main issue is that you would reconnect and it would think you're a new player and it wouldn't always let you loot your old stuff and everything.
Oh, right, okay. Pain in the ass, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So you wouldn't reconnect at your corpse or anything, nor would you have rights to loot it.
They reckon they fixed it, do they?
I have no idea, I just pulled it. Just noticed when it was launching there was an update on the Steam client.
So, do you remember how to do anything?
Yeah, we need to hold down V, you can scan for...
Oh yeah, I know
minerals.
limestone, copper, iron ore.
So it doesn't matter at all where we build, really, as long as it's near some kind of iron ore and stuff. Because we want to mine and process the ores at the mine. I think that's the first mistake we made, trying to bring everything back to a central location.
Right, okay.
You shouldn't think of it as having a central location, I don't think. Because eventually you'd be building all over the map. You know, you would go over and find oil and build a refinery there.
Yeah, I mean, you need a central thing for that drop thing, don't you, that comes down the manager. But
I think overall, what people seem to recommend doing or do is just have like a central warehouse.
Yeah.
So they have all their factories everywhere. Often just up on a platform raised off the ground, just so you can have it flatter. And then do it multi-floored, so like your ground floor will be all your plumbing and pipes and belts and shit. Next floor can be your factory. All your factories and stuff. There's blueprints in the game now as well, which I think is fairly new. you can put down like a blueprint station, and then you can save like prefab things like in Factorio.
Right.
Stamp them down.
Should have done Factorio playthrough as well.
What do we need
Yes.
for this? I don't actually own Factorio.
What do we need?
It hasn't come down in price.
Never will.
No. What do we need for what? Sorry.
The hub.
If you hit Q, and then build the hub, I think we just got one in a.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hang on, just find some flat ground. If we start somewhere slightly elevated, we can just keep flattening out the floor and just build out forever. Whereas if we start down here, we'll be limited by these mountains.
Go straight then.
Well, I mean, it's totally up to you where we go.
Yeah. It's quite a tall spot.
Because that's a massive.
I can see Dylan, I can't see Debbie on the map.
Yeah, that was a bug that we saw before as well.
Yeah, I can only see Patra.
I can see you both. There's no things, any kind of permissions I can give you. It's just clusters. When somebody dies or gets in a vehicle or something, they'll show up again.
A bit frustrating, isn't it? It's been in early access for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even imagine how complicated this game must be.
Let's just have a run around and see if we can find. So where was the other materials? So we're going to need iron, copper, and limestone.
There was copper, the iron and limestone were back there. They were both quite close to each other.
Yep. And then we've got copper. Copper's quite far away to the northeast. Oh no, there is some copper here. We could build down here. There's a huge rock that we won't be able to break for a while.
I'm just on top of the hill, trying to make my way up here. Oh, there's iron up here as well.
There's a cave underneath as well. Down here, mushrooms. I think building up on the hill might be a bit much because we'll have to run all the way back up there.
Yeah. So there's iron up here then.
Why don't we just get started on the bottom then?
Yep.
Something else up here as well.
I think I can see one of those power slugs that you use for overclocking.
Fuck. These things are running me miles.
There's higher level versions of them too. I found one of these dog things wearing a jetpack. I killed him. I killed him and equipped it, but it needed fuel of some kind.
That's pain.
Right then, go on then, tell him.
I have a blue power slug. I'm all the way up here above you.
Well, we can move the hub anyway, so it really doesn't matter. So let's just put it down here. We do want to build up above these rocks a little bit, but for now, let's just dump it down. You can pick up and move everything freely. Let's try and align everything to the grid at least in terms of north, south, east and west.
God, this is a bit stuttery.
No, it's nothing to do. The only thing I can adjust is the network rate.
I suspect it's probably just a network thing.
If you go into gameplay options, so what network quality have you got set? It's the second option. It's under gameplay. Sorry, options, gameplay.
Oh, so, what
No.
option? Oh, hi. I've got.
Hi. Okay. It should match up with what the server sets to.
Right, build the space elevator.
That's quite a that's a little bit later on.
We need the equipment for that.
They need copper and all sorts.
Yeah. So we need to get mine, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah. What do we need to make miners again? I can't remember.
You can make portable handheld miners, which you place down on them, and they will fill up with resources. and then you can, with the crafting bench or whatever it's called, you can actually build proper miners, which are the ones that outputs about.
What's the building key again?
Q.
Q for the building menu. Oh, you should have miners in your inventory, portable miners. They're a component of the actual full miners as well, though.
Oh yeah, you need the limestone bags as well, like the concrete building. Okay.
Where are you seeing that? I don't remember how it works, Tom.
If I press Q and hover over the miner, you can see the ingredients.
Oh, there it is, yeah. I can find it in the menu. Yep, that's right. So we're going to need... Let's just dump these portable miners down on the iron then at first. Or spread them out between all the different resources.
I haven't got any of them, Becky.
I haven't either.
Yeah. Started me off with 4.
Yeah, my goodness.
Weird.
How rude.
I'm going to put these down.
You can... Oh, there's not even an option in the bench to build them.
They're created at the... whatever it's called, the workbench. Something else you can make.
Alright, okay. I'll just have to keep...
Craft bench. Oh, no, equipment workbench. Or workshop is what you want.
Oh no, I fucked up.
Huh?
Oh no. There's a game you can play.
Yeah. Tetris, inventory Tetris then.
Yeah, I did not know this existed. I fucked that up big time.
It's new.
It used to be just like some emails you can read, I think. Something like that. I got 4 portable miners down over here now. Wow, they fill up fast.
Yep.
I'll take one of them over to the limestone. There's lots of that for building the floor for the base.
I wrote this game.
You still playing it?
Yeah, did you get anything for winning it? Or?
Don't know.
Yeah, you instantly win the main game, and then it quits.
Send it straight to the screen, yeah?
Yeah.
Straight to the win screen.
Yeah, straight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's the Wee!
There's I think new build options as well when you're laying down stuff like walls and floors now. You can actually, like, what's it called? Zoop mode or something. So you click to start and end and it'll just lay down like a huge row of walls and stuff. Instead of doing it one at a time.
Okay.
And if you remember, there used to be like a paint gun or something as well. Or a painting tool.
Rings a faint bell.
Yeah, that's been taken out now and changed how it works. Just to unlock all the different colours and things. Then you can just pick the colour when you're building things. I got some of these miners whizzing away. I'm just going to grab
I
trash.
just emptied the 2 iron ones.
There's, if you head over to me, there's some stone as well for building the floor and things.
Dylan ends up losing his temper with me.
I mean, problem is Steam that you just want to play Factorio.
I have no clue what's going on anymore.
It's just when you've got all your turrets set up and they're all auto-feeding the ammo in and it's all doing a nice little thing. You ain't got to worry, it's great.
Have you ever played much tower defense in terms of games?
I do like tower defense games, but I've not played that much of them.
Have you ever played Defense Grid: The Awakening?
Doesn't ring any bells.
Oh, literally the best tower defense game you will ever play. And when it comes on sale, it's like £1.
Okay.
I honestly wouldn't recommend it highly enough. It's amazing. The second one wasn't quite as good, but the first one's outstanding. Dylan likes it as well.
What's that?
Defense Grid.
Oh, yeah, I haven't played that for a while.
So good.
Not really kind of out of style these days, aren't they? Tower defense stuff.
Oh, I love tower defense. They really need to make more, because Kingdom Rush is still like shitting them out, and they're awful.
Yeah.
They're just like rigged.
You should try, oh, what was that? RTS style?
Riftbringer.
No. Oh, that wasn't very good, I don't think. They are billions.
Oh yeah.
It's a shame that was...
Oh, that
they made a
looks
mess.
solid.
It is, but it's infinitely replayable. But they,
The new ones is solid.
The new one?
Age of Darkness.
That's a different company, isn't it? I thought it was just
different company. There's very, very identical to the original game.
Okay, I didn't get around to playing it.
We played the Pixel Junk stuff as well, and that's all like rigged unless you do it a specific way.
It's not rigged, it's just...
It's not. No, Age of Darkness
yeah,
is not
but-
rigged. It's just hard.
Well, no, but like with Defense Grid, it's like you can use a variety of towers and win, whereas like with other things, it's just you'll do what we want you to do, otherwise it's tough.
It's not rigged, that's just you have to optimize what you're doing. You
Yeah,
can't just
but
put down any old...
it's just rubbish.
Okay.
I'd like. You ever played State of Decay?
Yeah.
I would like State of Decay to have a proper tower defensey mode in it. Yeah, but because you've got these great bases and everything, but they're not that modular. You can't really do much to them, and then the zombies don't really attack them. You just think it's a waste of time.
I did feel like it is a waste of time, really. Yeah, you could just turn it into menus, couldn't you?
Yeah,
With a bunch of timers on it.
absolutely. It'd just be nice to have an actual reason to defend the bases and to actually gather survivors.
I just hated the fact that you'd level up a character and then just make one mistake and that was it, gone.
Yeah. Good game though.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna build an actual mining thing on these iron ones now.
And spread them out a bit if you can, so we've got one on different types. Unless you can just build crap loads, in which case go nuts.
Well, as long as you get enough iron and stone, build as many as you want. It's just these portable miners.
Yeah. Is that okay? I'm carrying a load of iron here. I'll start working on smelting it.
Right. Oh, we power for these, don't we?
Oh, wait, what? Sorry.
I just realised I can't. Yeah, we need power. I can't operate this without power, can I?
There's we've got power. By default, the back of this
Oh, of course.
thing has got a biomass burner in it. Then we need to build more burners later on.
Right, but I'm gonna send you for that. Right. You got enough? Anyone got any concrete on them? Stone?
Not a lot, no. That,
no,
and the
okay.
limestone's impure, so it's crap.
Well,
The limestone by the base is impure, so it
no
doesn't give you a
tree.
lot.
Balls, we need copper now. No one's done any copper, have they?
Nope.
no.
Orcs Must Die franchise was quite fun, but I've heard the third one's iffy. We never played it anyway.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of. I think it had like a bunch of DLC crap you need to buy. It's like a mobile game.
I wish they'd make more. It's one of my favourite genres. And nothing ever comes out for it.
Definitely tried that. There are Billions or the new one. It's a good mix of RTS and tower defense.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I did keep meaning to try Riftbringer because it was on Game Pass, but I haven't played it yet.
I didn't really. I played it for a couple of hours and I think it was great.
I'm sure you told me to try it.
Yeah, 'cause I thought you might like it, but I didn't think it was particularly great. It's very slick. It looks nice, but it felt too much like a shooter than a defense game. Maybe I just didn't play it enough. Don't know. Definitely worth playing if you've got it for free. Do the prologue first though. I think they released the prologue as a demo, and then the main game. They're like completely separate games, but you do the prologue and it's just like an extended tutorial.
Still need to sit you down on the sofa at some point and watch you play Tunic.
I would have watched playing a puzzle game.
Oh, no, I can't wait. Because just knowing what I know, oh, yeah.
Just need to wait for that. It did go on sale actually. Not so long
Yeah,
ago.
it only came
First
down
time
by like
ever.
a couple of quid.
Yeah.
Cult of the Lamb as well is also amazing.
Did you finish it?
Need to do to finish it, and I can either spend hours doing it manually or I can look up a guide, and I'm torn between not wanting to use a guide because I haven't looked anything else up in the game, but it's like I know what to do. It would just take me hours to finish it.
Right.
But I am literally right at the end. It's so good. Do you know anything about it?
Just that it's solid.
No, it's not solid. But yeah, if you're gonna buy it, don't look up anything. Just go into it completely blind. But it's not. If I can finish it, it's not that hard.
Something about make sure you look down the waterfall.
Just look behind everything. Just look at everything.
Anyone got concrete or stone on them yet?
I've put a concrete line down. I just need to get copper to power it.
I'm doing copper now. I'm smelting it. So if you want to,
Oh, okay, well there's some right here. I might as well just. I got some miners on there. When you're picking up leaves and stuff, you can hold down E. You don't have to keep smashing it, by the way. The chainsaw is also amazing. We can put leaves straight in the back of the thing.
I'll make the fuel.
I don't know, but we can put leaves
Oh yeah,
in
we
the
can.
back.
Biomass. I'll make some of that.
burns longer than leaves, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I need to finish Cult of the Lamb as well. I'm right at the end of that. Still haven't finished that.
Someone said they had concrete or stone.
I've got a stone miner down, but I haven't got
Alright.
any on me. I'm just working on powering the mine. There are some portable miners on here though, if you want to come and get some.
Yeah, I just need much stone as I can get my hands on. So I can
Once you
do
put
some
them down,
concrete.
it'll take a minute or so.
Right, there's some biomass in those things now.
We can do cables.
We don't want to build too much yet until we put floors down, ideally. We'll just have to pull it all up. And the floors want to be off the ground so we're not obstructed by all these rocks and stuff. So we can't blow them up until we get dynamite. Blueprints definitely worth looking into as soon as we can make them. They're quite small though, so you can't just build an entire factory. You have to do it as components.
I completely forgot there was a day-night cycle in this game. Until it just went pitch black.
I think torch is V or B or something down there.
Oh, B. B for torch. Makes
What?
sense. B for blackness, I don't know.
B for bold, B for bright.
Forgot these fucking
I've
cables.
only just realised that the torch.
Yeah.
But what's the premise for that one then?
Well, the premise is someone from Chicago has fallen through a portal of a Burger King and they've landed in a magical land called Foon. And they just talk shit to people that they apparently meet in this. It's just a bunch of mates being dickheads. It's quite funny. But there is like an overarching storyline, but it takes a while to get there. But it's just funny listening to them.
I'm surprised the two of you have never heard of it. It's one of the oldest, most famous ones, I thought.
Right, I have power to the iron miner. I'll power up that stone miner.
I'm doing
You're doing that?
I'm working on it, yeah.
Have we got anything for lime? Because this one is useless.
Why
Oh,
can't
I can just wire it up from here, Dylan.
Oh yeah, go for it then.
There you go. Done.
Nice. So do we to make concrete in a smelter, or do we need to put it in a factory?
Wait, you
I
do
can't remember.
smelter.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just straight limestone, so yeah, it'll be a smelter.
Nope. Not the smelter.
There's been a load of
it good?
updates to that.
Oh, is it constructed then?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
constructor.
There's been a load of updates to that Core Keeper game as well.
Oh yeah.
So this impure limestone, I don't think we can run more than one production line off it, essentially. But it'll be enough for now.
So I'll let you lead on what's happening then. So this iron miner over here now that's running. What do you want me to do with it in terms of?
I would say put down a smelter. Try and think, just keep everything self-contained basically. So put down a
Did you-
smelter. How many nodes are there?
Just the one at the moment, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4 nodes down here.
So for now, I think, if I remember right, one level 1 belt will feed one smelter, which will feed one refiner, or the other way around, whatever they're called. So just convert it into smelter at the very least over there for now, and then I guess we can deal with the rest later. But in terms of organisation, I think it's best not to do what you tend to in Factorio and have like a big bus or a production line, because later recipes don't really need a lot of the early ones in this. So it doesn't make much sense. So it's best to keep everything self-contained and just feed it. Try and make everything from raw resources. So if we wanted I don't know, an advanced Flugimabobit factory somewhere, we would just build that self-contained and just feed it in iron and copper and stuff and make all of the low-level stuff within it. Not try and ship in a bunch of iron plates and stuff. Otherwise we just end up with belts all over the frigging place.
We have to we unlock it later, don't we? The actual stats thing that tells you.
You can
unlock later.
You can, yeah, you do. You see an efficiency unlock, but you can see how much is being produced per minute. Like this limestone mine is creating 30 per minute. I think level 1 belts can ship 20 per minute. And then when I look at the refiner, you can see how much it can process. The refiner can do 45 per minute, whereas the mine is only outputting 30.
Where are you getting the stats from? I can't see that on.
Just look at the thing and press E.
Yeah, I've got 2 second to strut iron ingots on the smelter.
What are you? So which screen are you on then? You've selected recipe.
If I go, yeah, I've just got 2 a second. It says if I look at the recipe.
Have you clicked the recipe and set it for the machine?
Yeah.
I haven't got a smelter here to look at. But if you go to your miner, does it show you how much it's produced?
So it just says 1 a second. 85% efficiency.
What's underneath that?
1 iron ore output.
How many? Does it say how many per minute?
Oh, so yeah, it does. Yeah, there's 60 per minute.
Okay. I thought you knew. I might be broke.
No,
I had a problem with text. The font was the wrong size, so half the text was missing from it.
Just unable to read, Dylan.
Okay.
Basic life skill. So the iron ingots. So the smelter does 30 minutes. You can run 2 smelters off 1 miner.
Yes. So I don't remember how much the belts can do at the minute though. It does tell you.
Nothing. There's no splitter.
Okay. Conveyor belt level 1 transports up to 60 per minute.
So that's what feeds the out the thingy. That's fine.
Yeah.
You can run 2 smelters. It's just there's no splitter.
It's fine, and you can upgrade these mines as well later, but it'll be capped by the quality of the resource that it's on.
Yeah, they're all normal. I think these 3 over here. Yeah. That's cool. Cool. We have iron ingots coming up above on this now. Oh, you're powering it back up.
Yeah. Sorry,
sorry. I looked over then and it was red, and I was like, oh dear, what's going on?
So was there more limestone somewhere that you were doing something?
Yeah, by me.
Far away. And you've got, what have you got down there?
Nothing.
I can build a mine out. It's handy when you're building stuff to try and line it up with northeast, south or west. Just so we can keep the belts nice and aligned so they snap together. Also, when you're laying power lines down, I don't see the point in the... Oh no, it's okay. Ignore me.
I've overpowered it.
Use the other one, I guess.
Yeah, just link it together, can't you?
I've put fuel in both, so
Yeah, I'll just build another power cord and do a quick shifter on it. Oh, how'd you delete the connections on? Oh, F.
F.
Yeah, have to delete everything.
That's fine. Fuck off.
F for remove.
Remove, yeah. There we go. I should be both together.
I'm gonna pull the concrete back to the base for now. It should really, we should try and peg out somewhere to build like a, stack up some storage containers. So we've got like a little warehouse for us to pick from.
Yeah.
That way, once we are producing stuff, we can like split off a belt somewhere and just kind of trickle stuff into it. So we keep them topped up. These belts will need to be doing once we've got a flow down there, just get them off the ground. So.
We're going straight concrete out of this.
Yeah, we need a lot of concrete if we want to put the floor
Yeah,
down.
lots.
Yeah, that's fine. It started. It's like, oh yeah, there it is.
I was gonna say, once we've got this milestone done, we'll be able to build the floor, so that's why I'm just hacking away basically.
All we'll ever do.
So is that
I
three?
built plenty of factory pens.
Is that three constructors we can run off one? Belt then. We're getting that right.
Belts carry 60 at the minute.
Yeah.
That helps.
No, it's not. It's 3, 2. Stupid ratio.
Can over and underclock things later on, but not yet.
Get there.
Where just come block the rear. Oh, we can't make splitters yet, can we?
No, no. But it won't fall off the end either, will it? You can't just drop it on.
No.
Factorio style.
So we can walk and then. They'll all move around once we get the layout done, but for now, there's no point having them on the floor unless you enjoy jumping over the belts all the time. Build storage containers to put them in, rather than just take them off. That's what I'm trying to do, but I've run out of materials for it.
What do you need?
I haven't got any materials.
I can't remember, I'm just crafting all the junk that I'm carrying. Just get it out of my bag.
Put it straight into the feeder thing. It doesn't need to be stored, it needs to go on that milestone.
It does need to be stored because we're going to have an overflow. It's wasted production.
That's
Yeah,
right.
eventually, yeah.
Well, now.
I will go and do copper in a minute as well.
Cool.
Have we decided where we're going to build our little layout of storage containers, like that Valheim style, just stacked on top of each other?
Just like literally like a warehouse, I would have thought would make sense. Just like rows of containers facing each other and stack them up. Then you can label the front of them.
Do we want rear access to them? Or are we not first?
We're going to need
go
to
out.
we're going to need to feed things into them. But I mean,
But
for
not
now,
out.
it doesn't really matter. No, not out. It'll just be for us picking stuff. If we need something.
Just so I
Um,
can.
But yeah, for now it really doesn't matter. Just put them anywhere. We can always move them later.
Just to do a whole row of them like we did in Valheim bases.
I mean, we can literally build a warehouse that looks like a warehouse. Get loads of different building stuff.
I do see the screenshots sometimes, people taking those lovely looking bases.
That's crazy.
Wish I had the patience.
There is a useful website that you can use for planning out, not builds, but you can pick a resource and it'll show you like a graph like with nodes that you can drag around, showing you all the different factories. So if you want to make like steel plates or something, it'll show you the inputs, the intermediate factories you need and how many and so on.
Oh, right, okay.
And you can drag them around and position them, and you can just reference that. Just see what it's called.
Yeah, I can't remember. I did have it open for a while.
There's a couple of them, but some are outdated.
Doesn't matter.
Milestone reached. You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure and improved overview. Building these will provide a grid for more advanced organizing and sectioning of your factory.
So that was a good example of what the tools do. Post it in Discord. Wow, that's a lot of storage containers.
I think you might as well start zooming to go on.
Yeah.
You're just gonna smash this iron into the plate so I can go do the copper.
We're going to struggle to feed belts into the back of this, I think, as it is. There's not much room for things. You need like a lot of splitters and weird things like that. There'll be somewhere we can just dump stuff manually.
Right, I'm gonna get a drink, that will be a second.
I need to find the emotes button. Oh, you press
is it
P for photo mode as well.
V, is it? No, can't remember.
But you can do cool slides as well with D.
Not as cool as you do in Dark Tide, and then everyone tries to emulate it. I still find that really weird. Copy reading stupid shit in Dark Tide.
Perfect. Ah, there's two emotes.
Milestone exchange concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
Ah, found it. It's T. go even higher than this, actually, just to get over these rocks. Trying to place them down. How does it keep track of the time? It's probably just a config file somewhere. It's editing. Bet you can. Well, it has to be saving the state somewhere. If you close down your stream and stuff and then edit the file and save it, it'll be fine. Okay. What did you use to edit it?
Word or Notepad or whatever it was.
Right. It's probably just added carriage returns or something weird in there.
It's only from when we started playing it. So. Maybe. I'll have to work it out.
You say you got iron? What's that what you're doing there? That's possible, isn't it?
Yeah, iron's already there, but it doesn't put that.
Yeah, there's a mine, but it's not doing the iron.
Iron, right, yeah.
I've not set the second one up yet.
Okay. Oh, I see. If you middle mouse click on a building as well, you can pick it, like a colour picker thing. So without having to go into the... So I want to build a smelter, for example, I can just look at a smelter, hit middle mouse button, and it gets me ready to place another one down. It saves a lot of time doing like that. It's very rarely go in the actual build menu once you get going.
Did you say you worked on copper, Patrick?
Yes.
Awesome. We need the wire for the next bit. The splitters and everything.
It's a coming.
That's what she said, etc.
So it's two smelters per iron mine at the minute, isn't it? We can do.
Yeah,
But we haven't
we can do it. Until we've got splitters, absolutely.
Why is nothing coming out of this mine?
Is it powered?
Yeah, it's running. There's just nothing unless the belt's broke or something. Oh, it's...
Not powered.
Well, the refiner's not powered, but...
The smelter's not powered yet.
Yeah, but
Oh, it is
the
going.
mine
It is going.
There's nothing coming out of it on my screen.
Yeah, me neither. But it says... Oh yeah, that's weird. Oh, it's full.
Maybe the belt's not connected to it properly.
How strange.
Reconnecting the power from it. Run out of space on the power lines.
I'm getting fine for all these bloody conveyor belts.
Not that I want to tempt fate or anything, but we definitely had crashes before now.
Yeah, it was when we were exploring there, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's true. When we started scanning for stuff, I started crashing.
logistics upgrades here. I'm just going to put a couple of storage things down here for now. Just because I've got somewhere to go. Got iron bars, whatever.
Someone I know, well, know-ish, streams Satisfactory quite regularly. I keep meaning to watch his game to see how he's got everything laid out, because he's been playing it for months and months.
Do you want me to smelt the copper, or
Yeah.
just want copper?
No, we don't. We've got no use for the raw ore. Just need it into bars. Right. No, have we got a power plant down anywhere? Right. What was that? Oh, I would. Stop putting the stuff in the tank for a minute. Need these iron bars, and they're all in the. What should we call it? Let's get the basics going here. I'll put the biomass burners just around the back of the base for now by the current power plant.
Should have a flow of copper in a minute. To power back up, is it? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's something attacking us. I just got a warning that it's been
There's
attacked.
a dog thing by us. It's not attacking though.
It's not now.
I just saw you muller it to death.
Further away we can build the actual base from these resources, the better as well, really. Just so we don't have belts looping over it all over the place. Distance doesn't really matter once the belts are in.
I mean, there's all the late,
whole truck ton of screws as well.
yeah, all the later game stuff anyway is all about moving it around, isn't it? So you can build core base anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway. I've never even explored the map properly either, so
No.
good. Just do a run around it once you get
Well,
vehicles.
the mapping out doesn't work properly either on this multiplayer either. I could run around the map and it just wouldn't update the map. It's like I've never got anywhere. We never did get into Terraria
Who didn't?
when we played, the three of us.
Oh yeah.
Just do it Minecraft, right?
Oh, I'd be up for playing Minecraft again. The thing is, though, I just want to build fancy houses. I don't actually want to do what you need to do.
I never want to finish it, I just want to build shit.
There isn't anything to do in the base game, really. It's, there's just, the mods are a pain in the ass for it though, because they're all version dependent. They never get updated properly.
I quite enjoy it.
With it being Microsoft owned.
I haven't played it for years, but there used to be the store version of it, which you couldn't even use mods on. And then the old Java version, which is what everyone actually used because it's the only one that you could use mods on. But every time they release a new update with the core game, everyone has to update all their mods, and it took years for it to catch up, by which time there have been 3 more updates to it. But there's some absolutely incredible mods for it.
I haven't, yeah. Some of the like world building mods and stuff, and
Yeah.
the ones with oil.
I'm trying to think. The last time we played, it was... God. Maybe not even in our old house. It might have been before then. So it could be a good 10, 15...
It's never wallet. I haven't touched physical money in probably just as long since I played Minecraft.
Well, you know, it's our 10-year wedding anniversary this year, so, you know, you owe me an eternity ring.
Do I? I
Yeah.
have no idea what that means. Okay. I have to buy it, do I? Sounds right.
That's
So
how
much.
That's normally how it works, isn't it?
Yeah.
Men seem to get robbed.
You might as well just be saying, I need to give you several £100 in cash. For a reason.
Make it a lot easier though, wouldn't it? We have to choose a design.
Yeah.
It's the law. It's the 10th wedding anniversary, Patrick. Take note.
Got 10 years away, that. I'll worry about it in 10 years.
You can feel free to take this concrete into that maze of insane. Once we get splitters,
Oh god, yeah. This
Let's
was
use
just
I found a cool little pattern for feeding stuff in like this, where you basically run resources stacked up on top of each other,
yes, yeah.
and then you can stack the stackers as well. Sorry, stack the
nice.
splitters.
Yeah, the splitters, yeah.
Yeah, so you can get a nice feed. So if you've got a machine that needs 2 inputs, rather than trying to jump over the belts like you'd have to in Factorio, you can just stack them and pull one up and one down.
I mean, I know it's been 10 years since... how much it had cost for the registrar, and it nearly gave me a heart attack. I was like, the amount, like, more expensive in 10 years. I was like, I'm sure it's inflation and everything, but like, wow.
Inflation though, to get married is nonsense for a registrar. They're not doing anything,
honestly, because I think when I looked it up, because I've still got like my costings of everything we spent, I think our total cost for the registrar was something like, it was like $350 or something in total, and it was
Yeah, so 700 quid. An extra 60 quid because you want to book more than a year in advance.
yeah, what is that? Crazy.
They'll turn up. Be shit.
They're there for like 15 minutes.
Yeah. An elaborate scam.
Are these belts still broken here? That's just me.
Don't know.
There's nothing on there.
You're gonna hate this absolute spaghetti junction of the belt side door.
Get outside going, oh my god, what's going on?
You will fix it later on. This is just to get everything together for now.
We'll never fix this.
No, we're deleting this, I promise. This will be deleted and gone.
It will, but the only issue is when you delete that container, you end up with a bag full of whatever the hell was in it.
Which is fine. but we'll just use this now for.
You say that.
No, once we got the basics running, say, well, maybe once we got vehicles, we just go for pick a direction, go and explore the
We
map. But
barely had vehicles where we got up to, and we'd played for like 50 hours.
We had vehicles reasons again.
Yeah, once you've got vehicles, you can have a warehouse absolutely anywhere, can't you? Away from all the resources.
Yep.
And just ship everything there. Just have hubs all over the place and ship it all together.
We would have a floor as well if all of our iron plates and stuff weren't going into this friggin' thing. $150 of them.
Oh, and
You either want splitters or you don't.
Right, well, just don't put everything in there though. Just take half the stack and put it in.
Yes,
It's just slowing. I know it's slowing down how much we can actually upgrade.
Emotes is T, by the way.
Yeah.
T for
Timotes.
T for. I can't even.
Steve talk. Normally.
It is, isn't it?
Gesticulate's a good word.
Oh, do you do rock, paper, scissors anyway?
Yeah, where are you?
Right, you ready?
Yeah.
On the count of
No,
three.
wait a minute. Let me find it. Okay. Yeah.
There's 3 options, yeah?
Yeah.
Count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, try again then.
You're all out of sync.
I know. I did paper, so I won.
Looks like swearing at you.
Oh, the third person animation of that thing spinning around your fingers. It looks so bad.
It's got a photo of me doing that. I don't know what it saves then.
Anyway,
Okay,
let's
stop.
get these splitters made. Ooh.
Milestone reached.
I think it's through the
Conveyor
network
belts can now
update, very
merge,
level
split,
with
and
the
lift
server
to
config.
increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory.
Finally.
We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation.
It's just a crawl down on
The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
Why are they everywhere? Someone looking at me. There's a.
Yeah, you should leave that for now.
I'll book one of them. I'm still getting weird lag. I mean, it's not terrible. It's
What do you mean by lag?
like it just stutters every time.
The game's the frame rate stutters.
No, just like when I'm moving around, it'll just like jerk about.
If I set my thing to ultimate, mine's ultra even, it seems to have fixed that.
Mine.
Yeah.
It needs to sync up with whatever the server's on, I think. May improve client load times.
Let's kill that for a second. Smoker?
Right, I've got another 400 biomass here, so.
Build factory for it. Just feed the leaves and stuff. But keep doing it by hand.
Why is everything so expensive?
Oh, it only gets worse.
smash more iron plates up.
I mean, we're not going to be able to build a platform, no, we haven't got any, unless we build it at the back of the
We
hub.
can build it anywhere. It doesn't have to be this level. This was just me placing it down. It can be any height.
I've put the biomass I've made in the box, so if the thing runs out, we can, there's some in there.
If you wanted the platform, we could have it like this, for example. Just get ramps up to it. Once it's big enough, it doesn't matter how high it is. It just becomes the floor, doesn't it?
Merge that back into one belt, can't I?
Yep. Well, I don't know.
That noise was
Green.
Bob coming back in.
Some power things.
I'm not sure that's the right place for the floor.
It is. If you get out of there, I can move the hub and everything. There's no room to place it at the minute because there's power lines everywhere. I can build it lower if you want, but then there'll be rocks sticking up through it.
Right, we need screws now.
You can get out of the hub and take everything out of the container. If you don't know whatever it is.
Yep.
Oh no.
Sorry, give me a second.
Oh, I thought it was me then.
No, it's... Oh my god, we've got copper bars going through.
Move
Yeah.
the hub and if you can, please.
I think. Is correct. We can't get rid of these rocks yet, can we?
No, not yet. You can get rid of some of this trees and stuff with the chainsaw, and some of the smaller rocks. If they're near a tree, basically when you use the chainsaw, it's got like an AoE effect. It'll destroy all the plants around it, and it'll take small rocks with it. It won't help. You can't actually target the rocks with it, but if they happen to be close enough, it'll take some of them out. Just gonna put the hub back down here for now, but we can move again once we get more space.
Are we building at this level then? We can't turn into the factory floor.
It might as well be for now, yeah, just so we're not
Cool.
this nice level. We've got a grid that we can actually align stuff with as well.
Yeah.
On the floor. So these belts can be propped up on this. The power lines need to move and stuff.
Yeah. Once we've got enough resources to expand this, I'll move all that storage and flex all these belts so they feed in nicely.
Power's going to be interrupted again. Shall I move these poles?
Yeah, it's what it is.
I I'm not gonna be able to remember what the hell they're connected to, but I'll rewire it in a minute.
I was gonna say we'll soon remember when everything will come back on. Just need like one central pole that feeds everything then, don't you? Like cascading.
They've got a maximum of 4 connections
Yeah.
for each, so it's a bit of a pain.
Yeah, it's just one central one with 4 connections, and just feed off from there.
Yeah.
We've got the conveyor lifts now as well, haven't we? So we can lift things to this level neatly.
Yep. Well, what we could do as well is, although I should have built it a bit higher. Well, for now this will do. But you can have all your belts on the ground floor, and then just lift them up like through the floor directly to where they're needed, straight into a factory.
It's the best idea, isn't it?
Yeah. There's not enough room under this, but later on this could become a ground floor, or wherever we actually build. So I took down a power plant. Put that back up. Get some more iron plates. Let me guess where they've all gone.
I have a bunch on me. I have 57 on me if I'm to drop them.
I'll just make some. I'm carrying some more around. Might as well get rid of it.
Down. Can you rebuild it?
In a minute. Yeah, I haven't got enough stuff in a minute.
You can feed the power plants into each other, can't you?
Yes, you can have separate power networks that way, because they have a maximum how much they can power for fuse strips on these.
Yeah. No, that's not gonna work. Just gonna feed some power in for a moment.
Cool.
Feel free to dismantle and tidy up. Just need the power for the resources. I think that's everything back online. Otherwise I've done my wiring correctly.
I've got some manual miners actually. I should have put them there, just alongside the other ones, so they can do something.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna need more power.
I'll build in a minute. I just need design plates. Do it from by hand.
Milestone reached. The molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field. To ensure a greater chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons. Note: the object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects. The map has been unlocked.
What do you want first, a chainsaw or an assembler?
No, at the minute, we're just trying to sort this out. There's no point having an assembler because we haven't even got basic production of anything yet, really. So for the
You got another crafting thing yet, or
Yeah.
there's one behind the.
I was the one doing that? Oh yeah.
I haven't
There it
done
is.
the equipment thing yet.
We haven't built the MAM yet either.
I don't know if there's anything else to do with copper other than turn it into wire either.
Not
There
at
is
the
later
moment.
on.
Yeah.
There's
Don't
copper
know.
plating.
Okay. There was one resource that we didn't do anything else with.
Sure, it comes into something. I remember last time having a fight with getting enough copper.
Yeah,
Oh, it's definitely
it does,
useful.
yeah.
It's we need loads of wire and stuff, but I think it's steel. Then I don't think steel's. I think steel's only useful one thing.
Isn't it like, I don't know, isn't there some advanced thing later on that you need for? Sorry, I can't really remember. Vehicles, probably.
Yeah.
The copper plating we can unlock in this tier 2, so it's not that advanced.
Right, that's 3 full streams of iron coming in now. So we can't physically get any more.
Okay. So we can split off them into some factories once we
Yeah.
see what we can actually make.
Temporary storage for now. Go have a look up the tower, see what's going on.
Ow.
Did I hit it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Something friendly fire was on.
Oh yeah. Make sure you carry around some of the berries, whatever they're called, so for healing.
The barrel nuts or whatever they are.
Yeah. We can equip 2 things in our hands now as well, so the healing things. Oh no, it's like you put them in your hand.
You can.
Yeah, you
I've got
can.
2 hands
You can,
back
yeah.
there.
So that way you can mouse wheel between them. So we are going to need the assembler and stuff. We're going to need everything. But
Or we can start doing the low tier stuff now, can't we? In that
we
launch
can, yeah, but to get them into
Yeah.
there. There's no point just making like plates for the sake of it until we've got
No, no, no.
something that needs it. So we should build a space elevator then. I can feed stuff into that instead of doing it by hand. That needs a lot of stuff though.
Yeah, it really does.
Copper's a big one there, isn't it? Jesus.
Yeah. So we can set up some production for that. I'm just getting the power plant going before we won't do anything.
I'll go double the smelting of copper. It's the only single track at the moment.
Okay. So we can pick an area where we want the elevator and then get some refiners and production going there to make the stuff for it. Be the easiest way of doing it.
Milestone reached. Biofuel will ensure maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, you are now capable of removing foliage that consists primarily of wood. Additionally, R&D inflated your pocket dimension.
It's double the copper now, so. Get in there. Do we know we want the space elevator then?
It's massive.
Yeah, it is incredibly huge, so we need to build up a ton more space for it.
You can
Feel free
see
to
the
start expanding
upgrade
the...
button.
Yeah, it's huge. So feel free to start expanding the floor if you need to.
Are we placing that on the floor?
If
Oh,
we
we just
can,
have
that'd be
that.
ideal. We can't move it, but if we've got room for it. So you can place big strips of these. You rotate them to where you want, and there's, if you look down the bottom where it tells you what the keys do, toggle build mode,
Oh yeah.
put it in zoop mode, and you click,
Oh yeah.
and there you go. So you can lay out big strips of them. You can also deconstruct stuff in that mode. There's also a vertical build mode where you can stack things on top of each other.
Cool. You know, a lot of concrete and a lot of iron for this.
Yeah, the iron goes quick. Oh, I was doing the 4-meter foundations.
Oh sorry. Delete them.
I don't know which is best, to be honest. There's not really much point in having 4 meters high. It doesn't really make any difference.
Is it less materials for the 2 meter?
No, it's just cosmetic, I think. Or, I mean, for the upper floors, I guess you wouldn't want it so thick.
I'll do the like 6 to 4 or something.
You can middle click on these as well if you want to build more, or if you want to build a different type of thing. Just to pick it up and see cursor.
You maximize concrete output.
We can make more mines, that's all we can do. Probably. I haven't really looked after mines since they went down.
No, we can't. There's a delay on the constructor because the mine only does 30 per minute.
Is it a low quality node or something?
Impure, yeah.
Yeah, we might just find more then, I guess that's all we can do.
Is that the limestone?
Yeah, over the side
Yeah,
anyway.
all the ones around the base are rubbish.
Just means you've got to expand there.
Yeah, all of the different starting points have one sort of weak resource.
Oh, it's a bit of a way away.
Do you have to manually feed these burners? I thought they had an input. They don't, do they?
Not yet. I remember correctly. Maybe it's not these ones, maybe it's the later ones. You could feed in with the conveyor belt to them, but I don't think you can on these ones.
I think the next one we unlocked was coal. I'm not sure if there was a...
Maybe they changed it then. I know you could
I
do a
could be wrong.
constructor into biomass and then use the biomass into the.
Yeah, that's what I've got going here. I just need to feed it into a container.
Yeah,
I was going to feed it straight into the things.
I thought you could, to be honest.
You can't. I tried it when we played before. You can't feed it straight into the power source.
Don't mind me. Oh, nice. If you need power now, just put either leaves or wood into the back machines and it should pop out as the compressed ones.
This mineral shows purity levels akin to synthetic quartz manufactured on Earth, and can be used to improve communication and exploration technologies. A new research tree can now be accessed in
Do
the
you get that
map.
as well?
Yeah,
Yep.
or whatever it was, yeah.
I just picked up some quartz from over here.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's underneath our base, isn't it? Go higher up. Oh no, it's sulfur.
Data shows this as a mix of sulfide and sulfate minerals. It could be an indication of recent volcanic activity. A new research tree exploring volatile self-defense applications can now be accessed in the MAM.
Someone built them all.
Oh, I can't remember. Yeah. So you can't mine. Oh, okay. They're not mineable. It's gone now that I've dug it. Yes, I have built that. We should have built these as the 1 meter high one, just so we can get. Oh, we can still get underneath, kind of.
Oh yeah, I just ran underneath the whole way. Yeah.
We can always change them for you, Peter.
That copper wire makes cable as well.
Yeah. I'm making loads of it. But thanks.
You happy to have your weekends back now, Patrick? No, you're not having to look at wedding venues all the time.
Oh no, we're still looking at wedding venues.
I thought you got one booked.
Not venues, but we're still going to the bloody things.
Oh, right.
Did you get any freebies? Did they try and...
No,
Yeah.
nothing.
We
Obviously,
never went to any of those.
no, you miss anything. Unless you're like week Prosecco or whatever shit is they give you.
We host the website for the Cocker Barton.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't been there for years.
They've got a bunch. We took over a company that does like really cheapo hosting.
They do rooms now. We should go back
500.
there and stay over one weekend. Just go and get drunk in the bar. After you buy me a new service even.
Do I get one?
If you want to buy yourself one, yeah.
Right. Let's see.
What, you want to wear a nice sparkly eternity ring?
I don't know what eternity ring is. Sounds like something He-Man had fucking used. My skeleton.
Certainly spice things up in their relationship.
+4 ring of eternity.
What do you need for that reinforced iron plate?
Lots of
Everything.
You need it for the constructors at the minute, whatever they're called,
Yeah.
the factories.
I need some of them then.
It's the first semi-complicated thing to make. It's best to build like a self-contained little factory for those, rather than try and...
Milestone
The mistake we made was
More
to do what
complex
we did when we
assembly
last
of
played it,
parts
was
can
just
now
build like
be
a big
automated.
cube, thinking this will
Project
be our
assembly
factory.
parts can now be
just
constructed
doesn't
and
scale.
sent up via the space
If you want
elevator.
double production, what can
Note,
you do?
project parts are too complex to produce by hand.
It just needs to be self-contained, I think. Especially once we get this blueprint thing up, 'cause it's really cool.
Yeah, it just said there, too complex to be made. Even though that's how I built half of the
No,
space
it
elevator.
means it's the stuff that you can't make by hand. Instead of sitting for hours trying to hold down a mouse button, you can just set a factory ship. But things in the fabricator, some of them you can't make by hand.
This one's just given us the assembler where you can put 2 parts in at once. Which makes the reinforced iron, whatever they're called. Which I think is screws and iron plates? I can't remember.
This concrete's a pain in the ass, isn't it?
Almost done.
Where are we going to put this elevator then?
I was thinking on the back side over by the current stone mine, and then it could all just feed nicely across the floor. Or, I don't know.
I don't think we haven't really got room underneath this to do a lot with belts, unless we get really creative. We could replace it with the 1 meter high one. That might give us a bit of room. Or with this could be our ground floor. And we can build the factories another floor
Yeah,
up.
I mean, use this as the ground floor and keep the space underneath, or just run in everything into underneath it.
Yeah, or fill it in, I guess. Once
Yeah, fill
once
it.
this extends enough, we shouldn't really have any business doing under it.
Yeah.
So where are you thinking of the elevator then? Sorry.
I wasn't entirely sure. I was just
It's huge, so
It's like 4 times the space we've got now.
or it's not
oh, the
quite-
space of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, where I am now, there's loads of open space. Just big open space.
Oh, I see. Sorry, over there. Okay, I'll start building over that way then. We've also got poison gas, right?
Yeah.
Nightmare.
Bit awkward, isn't it?
Am I allowed to ask if you've picked your wedding colour yet?
You can ask. I don't think we have.
Alright.
Or I think Nicole's trying to go autumn colours in the middle of summer. You can't have autumn colours. Summer wedding. How many times do I have to explain that to her? I don't know.
It's only because I've started to, it'll take me like 5
I've got a colour wheel here.
I don't think we've got anything set in stone yet, as far as I know.
Oh, as when we went out on Friday, it's like, oh my god, there's so much to do. I've got to do save the dates, and I've got to do this, and I was like, no, you don't have to do. Just send everyone a text. You don't have to do any formal save the dates. You don't have to do any of that. Just don't panic about it. The Cockabaton on a drink, they will book the Tuesday off, and if they don't care enough, then they won't. So it's entirely up to them. Because it was cheaper.
We've
you know
got
that-
to... Sorry, go on.
No,
go
no.
on.
I was going to say that statistically, the more people spend on weddings, the higher their chance of getting divorced.
I did see
Also
something
true,
on that
yeah.
on Reddit,
I wish I'd spent more on it.
yeah.
Well, that's not what you said on your Valentine's card that you gave me.
No.
5 out of 5 excellent wife would marry again.
Oh, adorable.
Oh no, I ripped the envelope open and looked at the cards and I went, well, that's a lie. And he just laughed, so clearly it was true. Running through the hub.
I punched you in the back.
Oh, screw you. Well, no, you didn't, because you're not even here.
I was there. Punched you in the back.
I'll punch you in the back for real.
Is there anywhere to hook into this power? Anywhere you want to, or just wherever?
Oh, whatever. It all needs rearranging, so feel free to pull it up. There's probably no room over there anyway. And no free connections. You were moonwalking along the floor then.
Yeah, but you keep floating by like...
Yeah, there isn't a free one, either.
No, you have to tear one down somewhere.
Time to ruin everyone's day.
using leaves rather than biomass.
They just had some in them, just take it out if you want. Really too on it.
What's the call? What else can we think of?
Okay, I don't know why that's shutting down.
It's either overloaded or out of fuel, one of the two. Or it's been disconnected and you're trying to run everything off one power plant or something like that.
No, it's still looking back. Oh, there we go, it's back together now.
Right, now we need those reinforced plates, so...
Or what?
Well, not or anything, we need them.
For...
For the...
Right, okay.
Mark
Right,
II
we've got
conveyor
no
belts.
use for upgraded conveyor belt checks. We can't even saturate the ones we've got. Well, our milestone at the minute is to get room to build stuff and sort these frigging belts on it. And then I say we should look for vehicles, which I think we might need the space elevator for. Right.
We probably need to do a quick biomass recce because there's none left in there.
Make a chainsaw. Just,
Yeah.
try and keep in mind that you can destroy those rocks as well if you're near when they go off. Alright, we'll make sure you make them and don't go picking up leaves by hand. It's so much quicker. Plus you can chop down trees for wood, which is again much more efficient. Got infinite resources, no reason to do it by hand.
That's right. It's the iron rods now.
Oh, yeah, Dylan. Earlier. Earlier. About,
Right.
the original, but I didn't play it, so...
No, I only played it briefly. I didn't play extensively.
I just can't get over that Sons of the Forest has beaten Starfield. It's like...
Doesn't mean anything, does it? It doesn't mean anything at all. Since people wish this stuff all the time, even games that don't exist, will never get released.
Did you play much of the Forest then, did you say?
No, not a huge amount. Not on Steam at least. I had a dodgy copy of it. Played for
Oh,
a
right. Yeah, I can't say I rated it that highly. A bit janky, just a bit.
Yeah.
Didn't
This was back near launch though. I mean, it's had 10 years near enough since then. I don't know what state it's in now. I know they had a VR to it. Something I never got around to trying.
Seems a little bit unnecessary, but yeah, okay.
I don't do horror.
Yeah, I never did get a chance to play it. But I've heard it's good.
Oh, Garrett and Rosie were like super into it at one point. I don't know if they still play it. But we played it, the four of us once, and Dylan played it in VR, which was pretty broken. And it was probably the first time I've ever played a game and screamed out loud and fired myself backwards away from my desk.
God.
I don't know how you can play that for more than a couple of hours. So you can see everything. But it does in one play.
Do you know, they're still updating it, aren't they? Like, I can't stand jump scares. There's no need. And we were in this room looking for whatever ghost it was. And we knew it was there because all the like activity meters and whatever else in the game were going off. And then I turned around and this door just flew open in front of me and the ghost was there, and I've never wheeled so quickly away from my desk in my life.
Yeah, it was all the raid thing, wasn't it? But
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't really see much about it anymore. I've seen a few like copies, you know.
I don't know why that's gone.
Yeah, I think we haven't got enough biomass to be honest.
I've got a chainsaw here. I'll get some now.
I've just filled the ones up attached to the hub, but I haven't done the other ones.
So biofuel in there, so.
Now we're going to chop down some trees and stuff here. Eat thousands really quick with chainsaw. You get so much more per resources while using this. Didn't do it by hand. Scary doggo thing.
Awful. So is all the stuff you're looking at now, like all your vendors, like food and whatever?
Yeah, we've got caterer, photographer, we've got an idea of what we want for entertainment. So I feel like we're getting there a little bit. Just so expensive, Debbie.
Yep. I mean, yeah.
Well, you hope, don't you?
Yeah.
What, you want to get married again, do you?
We've got biomass, biofuel on the way now. We needed it. Make sure you use the chainsaw if you get any more, 'cause, you get like twice as much for each resource.
Yeah, I need to craft one really.
You need a lot of screws for it, but otherwise it's pretty easy. A wire chainsaw needs so many screws.
Oh yeah, reinforced line plate 5.
I thought we had 2 things feeding into the... Have we not?
I combined them into one because it's just broke. And now there's a second one feeding in bottom left, but I've just emptied it out for building these platforms. Do you need fuel for the chainsaw?
Yeah, you need to be carrying biofuel. The pressed pellet things. It doesn't use much, but it won't run without it. I think you can get batteries and stuff later on.
Let me stop it. Because everything's a disaster. When is...
Honestly, I've heard nothing about it, so... Oh, it does chop rocks, doesn't it, this chainsaw?
Yeah.
I just been patient with the whole process. It's all after everything that's happened previously.
Well, yeah.
Hopefully not too long, is the only thing to say. What's going on with Heather, do you know?
Don't know. What specifically?
I don't know, I came in the office the other day and Tracy was hugging it.
Oh, there's...
New
stuff
object
going
added
on
to the
with
object scanner.
The what, sorry?
New research available in the MAM. New resource added to the resource scanner.
Looks like explosives you get from scanning these resources then. The sulfur was part of it.
Yeah, I think it's in the next lot of tiers we unlock, I think.
I think you can research it directly from that MAM, I think.
It's called the slug thing. Do I need these one out or something?
Yeah, you have that in the MAL as well.
Blue one is the first two.
New recipe unlocked.
We need assembler, I think, might be them in.
Yeah.
It's real size. A couple of assemblers going.
It's because they need both the plates and the rods and the screws.
Yeah.
Just make a little temporary factory off the side of them. So they're holding the button down. There are more important things to do at the time than that.
There's loads of space over here to build a little production line.
Got the elevator down.
No, I'm trying to work on it. It's better. You're putting all the concrete in the thing, so I can't make the platforms on
I'm
it.
not. I haven't got any on me. at all.
200 concrete in the thing. I can see
That's
it.
not all
so
of it. There was loads left. I don't take anything when there's loads. When
There isn't loads of concrete. There's never been loads of concrete.
there's 2 storage containers with it in.
That's empty.
I haven't taken any concrete for like a half hour. Because I've been making the reinforced, whatever they're called. don't know why this power station is showing us yellow when it's full.
Which power station?
The one just at the back of the hub.
2 power stations and they're both green for me.
I don't know, one showing us yellow. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong light. Let's have a look.
Milestone reached. Improved versions of conveyor belts and conveyor lifts are now accessible. To encourage additional verticality, conveyor poles now have a stackable variant.
Tetris, Patrick?
I certainly am. So I beat my high score.
Don't even know what. Oh, it resets it per game. Sucks.
Just makes me remember how shit I am at Tetris, to be honest.
I don't know. You've got. I just had to go. You've still got a higher score than I am, so.
But it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I beat my score. Boom.
Oh. Oh my god. I had like 100 points.
You just gotta get really lucky with the blocks.
I win.
Ooh, that's a good score. Fair play. Turns out Tetris is not my forte.
Oh, if you ever get a chance to get it cheap though, Tetris Effect is amazing. Tetris Effect in VR, in fact, is
Tetris Effect
practically a
VR, yeah.
spiritual experience. Other than Beat Saber, it's maybe the best VR experience I've probably had.
We'll wait till a little bit of Beat Saber.
I watch people who are good at Beat Saber and it makes me really angry.
It's definitely a skill, isn't it?
Well, yeah, because I am, for the most part, pretty good at rhythm action games, but not at that level.
I got decently good at it. I didn't get amazing at it, but I got decently good at it.
I could only do expert levels if I turned all of the fail states off. Because I could do most of them other than when it went whack and then it was like, no.
Because there were modded versions, got quite good at some of them.
Yeah, I was like, I could get through the standard expert
You're gonna hate
levels
me,
other
Debbie.
than like the chorus and then it was like, no.
Yeah. I got to beat your high score again.
Oh my god.
Fair bit, haven't we?
We actually got a space where this elevator's meant to be going.
Yes.
Yeah, my suggestion was to keep going out past the gassy bit that kills you and use that big space out there.
We're gonna need more concrete, but that was me 500 just for that. Got a reinforced plate factory there. It's not very quick yet because we haven't got enough iron. It takes a full belt just to power this.
Jeez. There is lots of concrete coming in as long as you've got the power.
Yeah.
There's another thing out there, so we can double the concrete if we need to as well.
We're okay for now, just make it easy to lay out the floor. It's only running about 80% because we need, it doesn't divide properly, we need another half a constructor.
They double it just to get it to the 100%.
Yeah, but it's like a ton of space at the minute. We still got a trickle of them coming through though.
Oh yeah, let's change the bell, this assembler.
These are stacked. Splitters are a good way to feed these, 'cause you can just put them two on top of each other and just feed two belts into it. Rather than doing what I've done here.
That's going into the assemblers, it just becomes a nightmare.
Choose that website. If you're
Copper
stuck.
thing's full, by the way, so we've got loads of copper. We want to make a wire thingy, wire factory.
Yeah, we can do.
There's 382 concrete in that box. They're not too far off the 500 mark.
I've put down some manual miners on this one over here as well. They don't seem to be affected by the limit on the node itself.
I don't think I've got anything on other than finishing this job description thing, so some multiplayer stuff. Aerodrome, that's what you're gonna play.
No.
Milestone reached. You have been given early access to the Anti-Waste Effort for Stress Testing of Materials on Exoplanets bonus program. Funneling parts into the Awesome Resource Sink, depending on their amount and complexity, will grant you coupons in the Awesome store, which can be exchanged for bonus rewards. Examples of bonus content are parts, walls, factory attachments, and cosmetics. Fixit is working hard to develop additional options, which will be added to the Awesome store in the future. Go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
She reminds me of the Portal woman. I have no clue when it comes to that job.
Thank you. I think I'm just gonna wing it, to be honest. Can't be arsed typing like a 3,500 word one out. Just
Generate it for you if you want. We've got a huge array of AI stuff we worked on.
you got ChatGPT.
Yeah, they got the professional one running there for experiments and things.
Do you get much use out of it?
I mean, it's fun more than anything, but it is genuinely useful for a lot of stuff. Automated responses to tickets is surprisingly useful, rather than having like a fake chat thing.
Oh, right, okay.
You can train it on because they've got like decades of history of people asking questions and then what the answer is. It's incredible how accurate you can do it for generating text for things like job descriptions and things. It's amazing as well. The real trick to using these things is learning what to ask.
Yeah.
Or what to say. Same as like the image generator things, because it's weird like the syntax that you have to use for them. But you can get incredible results. But just using like a search engine or just giving it like a short sentence, something, you get nothing much out of it. But you can just keep asking it to like refine its answers and change them, like make it more professional or things like that. It's absolutely amazing.
Even that, answering sort of stupid questions in work.
Yeah.
I've never ever applied for a job in a company like they expect you to do where we are.
It's touch stupid, isn't it?
It's just madness.
And then they wonder why they struggle to recruit people.
It's like, do you want to apply for a job here? Are you willing to spend 15 hours putting in an application?
And then we'll pay you less than you get privately.
Yeah, or with any other local.
Yeah.
If we've got an overflow of stuff, you can feed it straight into this awesome sink thing. There's no point stockpiling stuff. All the resources are infinite, really, so might as well just feed them straight in there until we need them. I've just put the sink down over here.
You get furniture and stuff out of it, don't you?
Get all kinds of like cosmetics, some useful stuff too, like practical stuff, like ladders and
Do you get the little
railings.
car out of that?
The little vehicle.
Not out of the
Yeah.
awesome thing, no.
No, I don't know what else.
Just wire it up to a container for now, so we can just feed stuff into it manually. But it's just where you want to overflow stuff that's filling up.
Well, we've got to build this garbage before we can build anything else, so...
We'll build a rotor factory then.
I mean, if we're not using it, I'll divert the copper in there for now.
Yeah, but I'll still put a container in front. You can use like a buffer. That way we can feed multiple stuff into it.
Wire for the elevator. Actually, I've probably got enough on me, actually. Be alright.
Build wherever you need a factory for it.
Looks like it's still flowing, actually.
Must be a way to destroy this poisonous stuff.
You get a suit later on, I think.
Yeah, it's
I've
going to be
been-
here forever now.
Yeah, I've got up the top of there before without dying.
Yeah, the poison isn't at the top, it's just the base, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, I've walked through it. I'm sure I had a suit or something. Oh yeah, the fix-it factory cart.
Oh, okay.
10 tokens. You cannot drive it on grass, trust me. In the ass. But you can drive it on this factory floor stuff, absolutely fine.
I didn't think we had a vehicle yet.
We haven't yet. We haven't built the trucks.
But you can unlock the factory cart for these sort of thing.
have to give us some dates when you're free for another games night.
Oh yes, definitely. Need to look into buy a bunch more games as well.
Into what, sorry?
I feel like I need to buy a bunch of games as well.
Oh no, I've got loads. We need to try them first. See if they're any good. I'm just going to get rid of any that we don't like. I still don't get that card game that we tried. It's like people still rave it's one of the best games ever, and it's like, oh, no, it was nonsensical when we tried it, so...
Maybe once you've got it set up, it's great, but yeah, it doesn't really make much sense, did it, when we tried?
I bought my mum and dad a 2-player card game for like when they go away and stuff, because they're always like, oh, we're either watching the telly or we're not doing anything. So I bought them this card game, and my mum was like, yeah, your dad just gets too competitive. And I was just like, well, you just need to learn how to beat him then. It's quite a good game actually, I quite enjoyed it. When I played it with my dad, I beat him, so I was like, put him in his place. Kind of like Uno, but Uno with like separate tracks.
Right, okay.
Weird. Oh no, what's happened? We're not. No, there's fuel in there. Fuel in. There's fuel. Must be over.
I think we're over our production.
We got any spare biofuel to build another one.
There's some in the chest, I think.
No, there isn't.
Oh, there was a second. Solid biofuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this big chest there's 350.
Is there a chest somewhere I don't know about?
Yeah, this big storage container over here.
Oh!
That's personal, I think, isn't it?
No.
Oh, right.
It's empty anyway.
Right, I think I'm gonna call it a night, guys.
Okay.
No worries, it is late.
I should be around tomorrow. I'm gonna do some more of this.
Yeah. Finish
Wow.
off that
Expanded.
rotor factory.
I'll be around all day, so just give me a nudge whenever you're free.
Will do.
I'll
Right.
be sitting here complaining about how sore my back is.
Right, I will speak to you tomorrow.
Speak to you
Right.
tomorrow.
Go home.
Bye.
Right, so do you want to play anything else? There's a rotor factory over here now. Oh, okay.
So need
Leave it running.
Hmm?
Either leave it running or edit the file.
editing.
And the file won't break it, it's the same file that you use. Just back it up first and edit it in Notepad.
It breaks it.
Show me the file. Or tell me what the plugin's called.
I don't even know how much. cheers to everyone who's donated, because it's awesome. And I'll be back tomorrow.